Welcome to episode 11 of Rainquill Riffs. Today we're going to try and write the best 4-2-0 progression that we can. But before we do that, I gotta make a confession. The confession is that after I uploaded episode 10, I updated Windows. When has that ever been a good thing? When have you ever said, oh man, I can't believe I just updated Windows. What a great quality of life improvement they've made. I don't regret doing that. I've never said that. And guess what? After I hit that update button, Windows forgot how to be Windows. And I pretty much lost everything because I didn't have a backup. So everything that you see here is kind of a rushed, as quick as I could get it template for this video. I reinstalled Windows, everything's good. I got most of my plugins back. I rebuilt one template with Modern Massive 2. Anyways, I'm super stoked to be able to share this riff with you guys. Since the mix is obviously going to be metal, I think we can hide these little small audio glitches that you're going to be hearing. And I'm sure you heard one or two during that little intro riff there. No big deal. It's not really going to ruin the whole thing. By next week's time, it's going to be fixed. You know, it's something so small. It's not going to stop me from making a video. It's not going to ruin the quality, you know. This one's going to be a bit of a quicker video, but that doesn't mean it's going to be any less quality. So let's jump right into it. I have my Randy Rhoads Flying V here. I have a rough drum mix for Modern Massive 2, and we're using Grove bass today. I've been using Nocturnal bass for a while now. I figured I'd go back to Grove bass. I have an entire album that I wrote that I released like 2 years ago that used entirely Grove bass. I'm just obsessed. I used to be obsessed with it, and then I was like, I gotta move on. I gotta get out of here. I've been using the same bass forever. So Simon Grove has probably the best sounding bass I have ever heard. So here's what the drums sound like right now. I haven't gotten my MIDI keyboard set up, so I'm probably just gonna skip through drum programming. I'm just gonna be clicking in a bunch of crap in here. I did want to really use this keyboard, but I just can't seem to find the MIDI Nova drivers at the moment, but I will next week. I'm looking forward to that. I already know I'm gonna be doing more on this riff. Next week, I know for a fact this riff is gonna be so good that I'm going to build a whole song out of it. This is really a style that I love. The 4-2-0 progression is something that really never gets old. Anyone can write it, and it's gonna be in their own skill and preference. Whether it's complicated or not complicated, it's always emotional. It always gets you going. Let's hop right into it. This is what the drums sound like right now. Not bad for a mix I did in like 2 hours. I'm pretty stoked on that. All right, so let us write the scratch take here. The scratch take I did for that intro you just watched was actually really good. I wish I could have just used that, but I didn't hit the record button. Why? It's just supposed to be a little something to show off what you guys are gonna be listening to. It's not something that I planned on recording. It wasn't even recorded to a click. It wasn't good enough anyway. What am I talking about? You guys seriously don't know the wave of emotions that I went through trying to get this set up to work. I don't want to talk about this, but it was so stressful. I'm so thankful for my dad because he works in IT, and Burry helped me out too. You know, normally I don't like to revisit projects, but ever since I started this series, I wanted to go back and revisit those songs that like the first 10 songs that I worked on, and now I will never be getting those back. Sad reality, but that doesn't mean that we're not gonna be writing more cool stuff with every episode to come in the future. So, to the future. Woo! Let's get this scratch take done, yeah? Okay, that's good enough for a scratch take. Let's drag her in there. Starting right here. Not the world's best scratch take, but that's not really the point right now. What I want to do with this, I kind of like want to make it phasey. Phase from the left ear to the right ear. Sorry, phase and then pan from the left to the right ear, and also rise in volume. So let's see if I can find a phaser here. I usually like to use Phases by Native Instruments. It's just something I bought a while back in this huge Contact pack. It was like $400 or $500 from Contact, where you get like a bunch of different instruments. Okay, so on those doubles right there, I'm gonna add the left and right guitars without obviously the phase effect. I'm digging that. That's pretty sweet. I like that. It's really simple, but the riff is simple. I mean, the progression is simple, so it just fits. Oh, okay, so idea. This doesn't work, right? Because I don't have those snares going dun dun. Okay, but what if like they did like a dun 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 dun? It's just a delay. What if there's like a delay on these first chugs? Because the phasiness and the washed outness of it all kind of is like its own intro vibe. This might not work at all. I just want to try it and see if it's gonna work. Okay, so let's turn down the volume of these intro to guitars, just the first double chugs. I can't spend too much time on this. I don't really have enough time to work on this as much as I would like to because this is Tuesday. This is Tuesday at 7:22. I remember last episode I told you guys what MJ's full name was going to be if you guys stuck around. So if whoever's, if you weren't here last episode, go away. Just kidding, please stay. MJ is here to help. Oh yeah, her full name is Mary Jane because we watched Spider-Man No Way Home. She was initially named Cherry Cordial by like these old people in the veterinary clinic. Yeah, I know, I hated it too. Yeah, okay, you guys see the vision. I've been saying this the whole episode. Yeah, okay. And then the fill for that, going into the pre-chorus. Yeah. Vibe. Guitars are feeling kind of dark. A little bit more presence there. There's an SM57 in every other sim that they have, except for Petrucci. I need to get a 57 IR then. I ain't a problem solve. That's my fault. And the bass needs to come in there too, so let's write in the bass. Yes, I will write in the bass with a guitar in my hand because I don't want to put down my guitar right now. I'm in like a 50% flow state right now. If I drop my guitar, I'm just gonna get out of the flow state. I can't describe why. Okay, I got some bass in there. Okay, sweet. I kind of want the drums to just keep going on. I imagine the drums going into like a halftime. I'll program that later. I'm just gonna, I don't know what I'm doing with my freaking hands. I'm still getting the ideas out. So immediately, actually, I want this to harmonize. Which I don't know the harmony. I gotta figure that. I'll see you guys in 20 minutes when I figure out the harmony and just immediately make it happen. I can tell this episode is gonna be just a lot of me verbalizing notes. You know when you're watching a movie and there's nothing going on but like Foley and Russell and maybe like some background ambient music and it just is like, it just shows up with musical notes. I'm not gonna do that all in one take. We're gonna chop that up so it sounds a little bit more clean, but that is just badass. I love it. There's no way the harmony is gonna go. Do you see this? Harmonies are bullshit sometimes. So I'm going from the low to the high, the lowest to the highest, but it's on the same freaking finger. I hate that. There's nothing worse. Okay, I can hit it here because I'm freaking around, Ricky. This is the exact moment and reason why I love Floyd Roses. Okay, moving right along. The riff is sounding pretty good so far. I like the bare bones structure of it. I'm gonna add a lead. It needs something to fill out the mids. It doesn't necessarily need it. I just want it to be there. Dude, I love tapping lines like that. And then we're gonna harmonize it. And maybe even put an octave on it. Oh. I don't even know if this works. I'm excited. Dude, maybe just like in the background somehow. Okay, it's too much. I want to keep it in there, but it's too much. I feel like this could be like a really good chorus lead. So I'm probably just going to mute it, save it for later. 21% battery left. We're at 59 minutes right now. My camera might actually overheat here really soon. All right, bear with me. I know that I don't have my impacts in there. I know I don't have my big old mastering chain on there. I know that there's no cool piano or droning leads, but I'm going to call it for tonight, and we're going to listen to it right now. I don't even have a mastering chain to put on because I don't have one. I don't have my VSTs back. Okay, I don't have my freaking software. So you got to bear with me while I frustratingly download all the BS I paid for. Again, no fault to anyone but myself. Right as I was trying to let you guys listen to the full track, my camera overheated. So before it overheats again, let's listen to it real quick. This isn't me being super comfortable with the mix. It's completely rough. This is probably one of the most roughest mixes. My language is just so colorful today. You get what I'm saying. Let's have a listen through. You know, for the drums being copied and pasted, the bass being copied and pasted, this sounds pretty good, I think. We're going to make a lot of progress within the next couple episodes. I promise you that we're going to be working on this over episode 12 and possibly episode 13, depending on how far we get next week. Because I know I've said that a billion times, all right? I swear by it. I swear on my family's good name that we're going to work on it next week because this is going to be sick. This is super bare bones. We have a lot to do. A lot of processing to do, a lot of EQ, compression, blah, blah, blah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 11 of Rainquill Riffs. If you like what you saw, comment, like, subscribe. I upload Wednesday at 11 every single week. So until next time, peace.